good morning people, and welcome to New Inbox. Today it's a big red car. This time it's the Mountain Rider, and the kit number for this car released in 2019 is 47394. Hello and welcome back. A big car today again. This time it's not blue, but it's a really nice red color. This is the Mountain Rider. The kit number for this one, 47394, released in 2019. And this is of course a re-release of the Mountaineer that was released in 1992. And that was like the brother car or whatever, at least on the Bruiser chassis. And the Bruiser chassis was first time released in 1985 on the Bruiser. That's the same, almost the same like this, only blue, and then it doesn't have this roll bar with the light. It has like a double cab here. Yeah, you've seen it before. I put in a picture for you guys. So this is a big car, as you can see. 3-speed gearbox. When I built this a few days ago, maybe a week ago, it's a lot of work, you know. It's not the same as building a TT01 or another holiday buggy or whatever. This is complicated stuff. It's not complicated, but you have to read the manual very good, because so many gears and so many small little pins and shims and things like that. So if you don't put that correct, then this will not work as it should. Like I told you, 3-speed gear. First gear is 4-wheel driven. Second and third gear is only rear wheel. So that makes it even more complicated, because then it have to stop the driving to the front axle, like you see now. Now it's maybe in third or second or third gear, because yeah, I can hear it. So that's just for this has no electronic in it yet. No servo, no speed controller, no nothing, and not the big the radio kind of box on the rear here. I only built this like this now, and then when I choose what kind of because you need a second servo for the gear changes, so you must have at least a 3-channel gearbox, 3-channel radio. So I don't have that now. So, but I have how many other cars I need to fix up. So yeah. And this has been released a few times before 2019. This was, like I told you, 47394. I think it has also been released on a 84 number, and some things I only read it briefly, because this was the one I was interested in. But it's a beautiful car. We can take a closer look. As you can see, it's really red. It has, there you have the gearbox. Have to be careful with the shadows here, so maybe I change the camera a little more this. Then it's even more. I'll do it like this. Then it's okay. So you can see the camera is a little tilted, so just tilt it there. I think you've never seen this color before, because it looks red, but because I only had one box of the box art color, that's the mica red. So when I painted this one, then one box isn't enough, at least not for me, because I need a few coats. So then, and it was on a weekend, so I couldn't buy a new box, and the only box I had lying around that was kind of similar red was a box of Italian red. So I think, okay, I tried to put on the last layer with the Italian red. It was only maybe under half a box, so I just needed to cover all the spots on the body where you can see a little white shine from the primer. But the colors turn out beautiful. So this is, I call this, yeah, maybe I can call it Italian mica. Yeah, anyway, but it's a really beautiful red color. And then you can see headlights. Of course, the little Tamiya badge in here disappeared because that's like a metal, little metal sticker. That's, and on the side the Hilux, because when I tried to clean the body with a microfiber cloth, then it disappeared because it was kind of full of fingerprints and things like, and I never found that again. So yeah, it's a beautiful car. As you can see, I can take off, and you can see this is of course with the leaf springs, kind of realistic, but yeah, so you can see inside, not much to see. Here you can see the big 3-speed gearbox, and then of course you have a servo that pushes this rod from what gear you want it in, and of course here you have a steering servo. Just a normal 540 silver can. I think on the old one, the Bruce, I think had a, I think they called it a 750 motor. I just read it briefly just before I start recorded. I never had the Bruiser original before, and then of course I forgot to put in the rubber plugs here, but I have them in a plastic bag home. Really nice chrome wheels, nice dampers here, as of course you can see here. It's a little flex, but a little more in the rear, and the rear also has some support bars or links here. Oh, this car is expensive, and I understand why, because okay, you can buy the Chinese copy version kind of cheap, but it's all metal, and it's so many screws for holding the shackles here, and for holding the gearbox, and inside the gearbox, and for the steering, and it's, you don't build this in 2 hours, that's for sure. Oops. Didn't attach the, so this takes a few good days to build, at least, and maybe even more if you are not experienced with building. But I built, yeah, a few cars, so still for me it's a lot of work. So you can buy this for your first kit, but then you have to read the manual really careful, because it's many traps for where you can do wrong, and this is probably not the most fun car for your first car. It's realistic, looks beautiful, heavy, expensive, and it's all that, but you should start with something cheaper and easier, at least if you are not familiar with RC. So probably not your first car, but to be a good experience to maybe build this with your father or something, yeah, and it's a challenge. So today it was the Mountain Rider, the re-released version of the Mountaineer from 1985. This one, 47394, released in 2019 in Mica Italian red. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye bye.